Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to the class. Sorry for all these disturbances and all. So let's get started with today's class. As of now, what we are going to cover is the Ministry of Education. So under this Ministry of Education, कौन से सब schemes आते हैं, and then related to that we will see कि इसके अंडर कौन से schemes आते हैं. If you have been watching my previous classes, then you can very easily relate कि मैं किस तरीके से पढ़ाती हूँ when it comes to the government schemes. Okay, so let's get started with this Ministry of Education. Ministry of Education is really very important because obviously हमारा जितना भी पढ़ाई लिखाई and all, whatever the plans, so this is the ministry from where all these things actually comes under, right? Let me check out the comments. Hello, hi Ashish, Abhishek, Tanu Singh, Ravi, Dhirendra, Pramila. A very good evening to all of you and all the people who are watching. So the very first one is the formulation of education policy, which is really very important, right? The formulation of education policy on which we will be working, right? So this is the very first one, formulation of education policy, right? Okay, now under this formulation of education policy there are various schemes, like, and apart from that, when it comes to the formulation of education scheme, how can actually we forget about the NEP 2020, right? So national education policy जो है वो इसी के ही तहत लेकर के आया गया था. Okay, and इसी में ही you can have this सार्थक. What we have, this is the Sarthak initiative. We have the Sarthak initiative. Okay, now comes the another one. So here is the welfare of disadvantaged groups, because there are a lot many people in our country who cannot afford, and apart from that there are a lot many problem what they are actually facing. बहुत सारे problems वो face कर रहे होते हैं, बहुत सारी चीजें हो रही होती हैं. So for the disadvantaged groups, for them, so the another one is the welfare of disadvantaged groups. I hope that all of you are writing. Just don't watch, please do write also. Disadvantaged groups. Okay. ठीक है. So under this disadvantaged groups we have Udaan, we have Navodaya, right? Okay, we have Udaan, we have Navodaya. Okay, so Navodaya, and apart from that we have the midday meals also, midday meal schemes also. Okay, so we have the midday meal scheme also. Now the other one. Okay, so we have done two subtopics, you can say, formulation of education policy, then comes the welfare of disadvantaged groups, then comes the financial support, wherein the government basically provides the financial support. Okay, so the another one is the financial support. Okay, now under this financial support we have Pradhan Mantri Vidya Lakshmi, PM Vidya Lakshmi. What we have? We have PM Vidya Lakshmi. Apart from that we have the Saksham Scholar also, PM Research Fellowship Program, Research Scholarship Program. So all these are the programs are there in order to provide support to the people. How the government is actually doing this thing? By providing the financial support, right? Now the next one, okay, there are others also. Next is the planned development and quality of the education. Planned development and quality of the education. Quality of education. Now see, just providing the sources for the education is just not the sufficient one. You are supposed to plan everything, and then accordingly, what do you have to do? You are supposed to provide the children all those kind of materials, all those kind of lectures, all those applications part also, which is really very important from on their end, which they could actually apply in the future to the kind of skills also, all those things, right? So here when it comes to the planned development and quality of the education, they are actually applying at different level. Let's cover this thing in the another page. Okay, let's cover this thing in the another page. That, let me just write this. Planned development and quality education. Okay, planned development and quality education is this one. Now under this we have various other subtopics, you can say, under which we are actually planning things. Like we have the schemes related to schools, we have schemes related to colleges or universities. Okay, colleges or universities. Apart from that, we have the programs related to the research and development. For that also we have the research and development innovation. So for this also we have programs, so that the people who want to do something for them, for the country, and who have this kind of understanding wherein they can do something, they can come up with something really very innovative, or which could actually help country, or in anyone, right? So that is the one. So research and development innovation. Apart from that, we have the digital infrastructure also, because in today's scenario we have to have the digital infrastructure. हम किस तरीके से जो है पीछे रह सकते हैं भाई, this is also very much important. Now under this we have the various schemes. Okay, when it comes to the research and development, we have Impress. When we will be covering, I'll let you know the complete explanation related to that, these schemes. Then comes the RISE, and there is another one also, that is the Imprint, etc. There are a lot many schemes. ठीक है, there are a lot many schemes. हमारे इधर ना, मतलब हमारे पास जो है बहुत सारे schemes हैं, बहुत सारे schemes. ठीक है. Under this thing, when it comes to the schools, we have Dhruv. The examples I have to, if any kind of example I have to tell, so that is the Dhruv. INSET also is there. ठीक है. So Dhruv is there. Apart from that, INSET is also there. When it comes to the digital infrastructure, I hope you people are understanding. आपको समझ में आ रहा है ना? Because not much of the comment, starting में comments आए थे, उसके बाद तो अभी एकदम शांति हो रखी है. I'm checking out the comments basically on my phone over here. All good? So far so good? I am audible, I guess so. Under this is the Visakha Okay, Vishaka is there. Okay, thank you Tanu Singh for confirming. Right, Vishaka is there, and Diksha portal you can have. We are having the Diksha portal also, जहाँ पर कि आपको दीक्षा दी जा रही है. Okay, so these are the portals. When it comes to the colleges, we have various schemes related to this also. We are writing. Okay, that's good. That's really very good if you are writing, because the purpose is that only. Very good, very good, very good, Avasti. Right. So the colleges, when it comes to the colleges and universities, there is the Rashtriya Uच्च Shiksha Abhiyan. ठीक है, Rashtriya Uच्च Shiksha Abhiyan. So we have this RUSA, and apart from that we have Arpit also. Okay, Arpit hai, and we have the Rashtriya Uच्च Shiksha Abhiyan, that is the RUSA. Okay, so all these done. Now apart from this, under this only we have the another one, and that is related to the Shiksha, and Shiksha, that is the Samagra Shiksha. Samagra Shiksha. Okay, under this only we have the Samagra Shiksha, which is an integrated program. And here we are actually trying in order to impart education to everyone, and in this only falls the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, which we will be covering today. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, which we will be covering today, and Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan falls under this thing, Samagra Shiksha. समग्र मतलब हर किसी को जो है शिक्षा प्रदान करने की यहाँ पर जो बात हो रही है, that is what is it is related to. ओके, चलो. सो यहाँ पे जो है हमारा ये सभी चीज रिलेटेड टू ऑल दीज थिंग्स हैज बीन कंप्लीटेड. नाउ द नेक्स्ट वन इज द इंटरनेशनल कोऑपरेशन इन एजुकेशन. ओके, इसी में ही आई मीन टू से 1 2 3 4, दिस वाज द फोर्थ वन. देन अंडर दिस ओनली वी हैव द अनदर एक्सटेंशन रिलेटेड टू दिस थिंग. ओके, इसी का ही एक्सटेंशन दूसरा, मतलब एक और इसी के अंडर आता है. एंड व्हाट इज दैट? ओके, व्हाट इज दैट? दैट इज द इंटरनेशनल कोऑपरेशन इन एजुकेशन. इंटरनेशनल कोऑपरेशन in education. Okay, international cooperation in education. Right, under this international cooperation in, हेलो मैम, क्लास के लिए कैसे कांटेक्ट करें? तो प्लीज simply just call on the number. I will ask my team to share in the comment section. So आप उस नंबर पे कॉल कर सकते हो. They will be giving you details related to whatever query you have related to UPSC preparation or anything related to that. Okay, so when it comes to this thing, we have Spark. Okay, we have Leap, and apart from that we have Study in India program also. Okay, Study in India program. ठीक है, we have this thing also. Right, चलो. So far so good. All these things we have done. Now let's come to, see, when it comes to this Ministry of Education, there are n number of programs. Okay, n number of schemes. I'm not going to cover all these schemes. I have given you the example of the few of them only. There are a lot many schemes. Just a few of them I have written over here. कुछ ही जो है मैंने यहाँ पे मेंशन करे हुए हैं, अदरवाइज बहुत सारे स्कीम्स हैं. ओके, अब यहाँ पे आपको ध्यान रखना है कि इसमें से मैं सारे स्कीम्स नहीं कवर करूंगी. कुछ आई विल बी डूइंग, राइट, which are of utmost importance when it comes to the prelims, because we are targeting prelims. अब prelims ज्यादा दूर नहीं रहा है ना. तो यहाँ पे आ जाता है प्लान्ड डेवलपमेंट एंड क्वालिटी एजुकेशन, उसके बाद इंटरनेशनल कोऑपरेशन इन एजुकेशन. अब here we are going to start is the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Okay, we are going to cover this now. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. So what do you actually understand from this? Hello, Satyam. Okay, now when it comes to the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, what do you understand by this thing? Name itself, name is sufficient in order to explain that what does it mean. सर्व शिक्षा अभियान एक ऐसा अभियान जिसमें कि हर किसी को शिक्षा देने के लिए कोशिश करी जा रही है, ये एक ऐसा अभियान है. ओके, अब यहाँ पे जब बात आती है सर्व शिक्षा अभियान, सो हियर कम्स द RTE, ठीक है, जो 2005 राइट टू एजुकेशन. नाउ व्हेन इट कम्स टू द राइट टू एजुकेशन, this was there in order to, let me write the complete one, right to education. This was to impart education in order to give education to everyone. It doesn't matter that from which background you come from. It doesn't matter आपका background क्या है, आप कहाँ से belong करते हो, क्या है, not it doesn't matter at all. The government आपको promise करती है कि आपको education जरूर मिलेगी. And here the age 16 to 14 years, 6 to 14 years, I said 16 to 14 years, so it is the 6 to 14 years, pardon me for that. So 6 to 14 years तक का एज का जो है आपको यहाँ पर दिया जाएगा, एंड राइट दे दिया गया है. सो राइट टू एजुकेशन, इट मीन्स दैट इट एक्चुअली बिकम्स योर राइट, ये आपका राइट बन गया है. सो इट मीन्स दैट इट कम्स अंडर योर फंडामेंटल राइट बिकॉज दे हैव अमेंडेड. अब यहाँ पे पॉइंट आ जाती है कि अमेंडमेंट बोला गया है, तो अंडर विच अमेंडमेंट? सो दिस वाज डन थ्रू द 86th अमेंडमेंट. Okay, 86th amendment in the constitution. Through this only this was included, and this was in order to target this thing, and this is what it is targeting, which is the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. So this is to what is the aim? So the aim is for the achievement of, or you can say the universalization of the education in India, and that to the elementary education they are targeting. In this thing, still they are targeting the elementary education. Okay, they are targeting what? The elementary education. ठीक है, ये किस चीज को टारगेट कर रहे हैं? तो एलिमेंट्री एजुकेशन को टारगेट कर रहे हैं. यस तनु सिंह, यू आर वेरी राइट. 86th अमेंडमेंट. ओके, अब यहाँ पे हमने सर्व शिक्षा अभियान का क्या एम है, दैट आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड यू. Now when it comes to the various other ministries or the various other departments which are involved in order to make this thing possible. Okay, so let's cover. What is this MoH? Can you please tell me what is this MoH? It will be provide services to the model cluster school. Provide services to the model cluster school. Model cluster school. Okay, next is conduct of the regular health checkup. Conduct रेगुलर हेल्थ चेकअप. ओके, रेगुलर हेल्थ चेकअप आप लोग जब स्कूल में होंगे तो आप लोगों का अभी हेल्थ चेकअप होता होगा. स्कूल में आते हैं डॉक्टर्स, नर्स एंड ऑल इन ऑर्डर टू डू द चेकिंग. आपका जो है टीथ, आईज, ईयर्स, आपका वेट, हाइट, ऑल दोस थिंग्स हम लोगों का भी हुआ है, आप लोग का भी हुआ ही होगा. इसे आप वो चीज को आप रिलेट करके, इमेजिन करके यू कैन रिमेम्बर. ठीक है, सो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ जो है वो आपके लिए ये काम करती है. Then, and obviously, and yeah, it is actually being facilitated through the government hospitals itself. Next comes the MHRD. What is this MHRD? What is this MHRD? No one is replying. भाई बताओ MHRD क्या होता है? Okay, they are there in order to extend the midday meal प्रॉमिस किया गया है ना कि मिड डे मील मिलेगा, एंड दिस इज टू प्रोवाइड द प्रोटीन्स एंड प्रॉपर फूड टू द चिल्ड्रन. प्रॉपर फूड प्रोवाइड करेंगे, एंड because of this particular thing only, there are a lot many child who go to school. They go to school just for this thing only. Okay, and इसकी वजह से they are getting educated, because we just don't think twice while wasting food, but they are the one who don't get, and they are going to school just for this only. दो कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन किसी तरीके से तो उनको एजुकेशन मिल रही है और किसी तरीके से तो उनको न्यूट्रिशियस फूड मिल रहा है. दिस इज द टारगेट. what happens at the ground level, that is a different thing. Okay, another is the open school. Okay, that is also the one, and apart from that, this facilitate the age appropriate admissions. Facilitate age appropriate admission. Age appropriate admission, right? Then comes the another one, that is the Ministry of Women and Child Development, MWCD, Ministry of Women and Child Development. Okay, under this ministry what happens? So they are basically targeting, this ministry is for the children itself, so they are targeting them only. Very good Vishwash, very good Tanu Singh, shabash beta logs. So this is there in order to facilitate the preschool learning and that of the enrollment. Facilitate preschool, facilitate the preschool learning and enrollment. If you have been covering the current affairs, then you can, recently it was in news that no children under 5 are supposed to get admitted for class 1. So the children who are in the 6th age, is in the 6th year, so those will be the one who will be getting admitted to the class 1. Okay, so here you can understand the enrollment and the preschool learning thing, right? So this is the thing, this is the point related to the Ministry of Women and Child Development, and apart from that, extend the ICDS, Integrated Child Development Scheme. Okay, ICDS. Okay, ICDS based benefits to the enrolled school children. Based benefits to the to the enrolled school children. Okay, then comes the another one, and it is the state PWDs. State PWDs, right? So under this state PWDs, what happens? Design of the school buildings as per the requirements are supposed to be done. Design of the school buildings. Design of the school buildings as per the rules are supposed to be done. Chalo. So ho gaya. Now let's revise whatever we have done. So we started with this Ministry of Education. Under Ministry of Education there are various subtopics under which the various schemes government has come up with. So one is the formulation of education policy, then is the welfare of disadvantaged groups, another is financial support, then comes the planned development and quality of education, and the last one is the international cooperation in education. Okay, now under this formulation of education policy, we have the new education policy Sarthak initiative as well. Welfare of disadvantaged groups, for this we have Udan, Navodaya and midday meal scheme. Under financial support we have Pradhan Mantri Vidya Lakshmi, and apart from that we have the Pradhan Mantri, that is the PM Research Scholarship Program, this one also. Under the planned development and quality of education, further comes the other subtopics. So those are the Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, under this is the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Under research and development innovation, we have Impress, Rise and Imprint. For schools, we have Dhruv, Inset. For digital infrastructure, we have Visakha and Diksha portal. For colleges or universities or and the technical colleges also, we have Rusa and Arpit. Then comes the international cooperation in education. For this, we have Spark, Leap and Study in India program. In today's class, we covered Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan is there, and what is the aim of this? Aim is to provide the education to all the people, the children, to felicitate, or you can say in order to provide them the education which was promised under the right to education, and that is of the to the children of 6 to 14 years, right? And here they are promising the elementary education under this thing, which was this particular act was provided, this particular right was actually provided through the 86th Amendment Act of our Constitution. In order to do this thing, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, various ministries are also involved in this thing. Here comes the MoH, that is the Ministry of Health. They provide services, health services to the model cluster schools, and apart from that conduct a regular health checkup. Ministry of Research and Development extend midday meals, and apart from that NIOS and facilitate age appropriate admission. Ministry of Women and Child Development facilitate preschool learning and that of the enrollment, extend ICDS based benefits to the enrolled school children. And the state PWDs, we have design of the school buildings as well. Okay, so this is it related to today's class. I hope you people liked it. Please do write. I just hope that all of you must have written all these things, right? So see you in the next class, and apart from that, do not forget to watch my DNA classes also, and in that that is basically the daily news analysis. And if you have any kind of query related to your UPSC preparation or related to any kind of the course of the Tathastu, do not forget to call on the number which has been pinned over there in the comment section. Okay, chalo, so see you in the next video. Bye bye, take care and have a great time. Good night, Jai Hind.